So corona and quarantine and schools are closed and your kids are home and you're so confused and you don't know what the hell to do with them. Don't freak out. I am here to help. I might have a few tips up my sleeve. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jojo, and on my channel I will be sharing you the lessons that I learn as I journey towards building a purpose-led business and life. So if that sounds like something that's cool to you, please go ahead and subscribe. Just hug the subscribe button. Just hug it, okay? Just like this. Okay, let's get serious. I've been a homeschooling mom. I have 2 kids, one still a baby, so we're not really homeschooling her, but I have a 5-year-old who I have been homeschooling for about 2 years now. Am I an expert at homeschooling? No, but I like to think I've learned a few things along the way. So I'd like to share a few tips with you that can help you non-homeschooling parents homeschool your kids, because the world is nuts right now. Okay? That sound cool? Cool. So here are my top 7 tips to hopefully help you through this season, because it's a season and the kids will go back, okay? So chill. All right? Cool. So my first tip for homeschooling your kids, if you've never homeschooled, is to create a schedule. Now, I just did a video about how to work from home, and I mentioned this same tip. The same principle applies here, because here's the thing: we are creatures of habit. Your kids have been in school where they know they wake up at this time, they go shower, they get dressed, they have breakfast, they do their schoolwork. At some point they have a break, then they go have more schoolwork, then they have. You need to create a schedule for this time as well. Now obviously some things are going to be different, like they're not going to have to wear uniform, they're not going to have to study all the subjects all the time, but creating a rhythm of sorts will help make sure that your kids don't, like, their brains don't turn to mush during this time, and they're actually spending some time, even if it's just 2 hours a day, getting some schoolwork done. So create a schedule. It will reduce the friction in your home. It will make it easier for you as a parent to handle your school-going kids. Yeah, and it will make it easier for them to know what's expected of them, and so you won't be having issues with discipline and all that kind of thing. So yes, create a schedule. My second tip is for you to simply spend time with your kids, because in this time of quarantine and all those things, schools being shut down, it's so easy to be like, yeah, well, we're going to be in the same house, so we're going to be spending time with each other. No, chances are you're going to be obsessed with social media and figuring out the latest news about corona and whether it has come to your neighborhood, or you're just basically going to be catching up with other people. Your kids are going to be on social media. Like, before you know it, you'll have only given instructions to your kids and not actually had conversations. So I need you to have this in your mind. Intentionally set aside time to spend with your kids. It can be 10 minutes. It can be while you're making dinner. For a child, they're spending time with you, they're bonding, they are enjoying it, trust me. Even more important than that, they are able to feel secure, because these are weird times, okay? Let's not deny the fact we're not burying our heads in the sand. These are really weird times, okay? By you spending time with them, they're able to feel loved, they're able to feel secure, and they're able to feel confident that, okay, you know what, this is weird, but we're gonna get through this because my parents are here and my parents love me. My third tip is for you to catch up on the subjects that your kid is struggling with. Chances are you're thinking to yourself, like, Jojo, I'm not a teacher. I left school donkey years ago, and so I can't remember any of this stuff. Listen, I'm not telling you to teach your kids. What I'm asking you to do, what I'm suggesting that you do, is just sit down with them and work through it together. Because a lot of the time when a child is struggling with a subject, it's not that they don't understand. It's not like they're stupid or anything. They just need someone to encourage them along the way and give them confidence. And yeah, maybe they won't become like a straight A student after this, but the fact that you're encouraging them in a way that usually isn't possible in a regular school setting, they are able to get so much more confidence in themselves. They're able to even push themselves a lot more, and they're able to just like generally improve on what it is that they're struggling with. So my fourth tip is to use online resources. Now, my homeschool kid is in kindergarten basically. I have never paid for a curriculum. Everything that I use is free, and I found it online. Now, I know that it's not necessarily the case for all stages of school. However, there are still resources that will blow your mind. I will link as many as I possibly can in the description below, so that gives you a starting point. But the thing is, like, we have resources online that are available to us. Use those resources. Like I said, you don't have to teach your child. You just need to be able to guide your child and help them to learn how to learn on their own. Yes, I said learn how to learn because that's another skill that we all need. Yes. My fifth tip, and this ties into the second tip that I mentioned, is to involve your kids in house chores and in your own work. Because at the end of the day, this kind of non-school work is going to help them to build their character. And trust me, character is what's going to give them a secure future, even more than getting good grades. Okay? So teach them responsibility through housework. Assign chores to them. If you're already doing this, just keep going. If you're not already doing this, try it. They will fight you at first, but at the end of the day, you're the parent and you're the one, you have the final word. Okay? Even if they get upset at you, it's fine. You're helping to build character in them. If you're an employee and your employer has sent you home to be safe, or if you're a business owner, this is a great time to involve your kids. And they don't have to be teenagers for you to involve them. If you have younger kids, let them sit with you. Then they're gonna ask you 3 million questions, and it's probably gonna make you a bit inefficient, but they're learning. Trust me, it's good for them. If they're old enough for you to give them tasks like, let's say, typing out a document or entering details into a spreadsheet, give that to them. They learn so much. Bonus tip, if you can even pay them for the work that they do for you, that's for your employment or for your business, even better, because now you're starting to teach them about how to make money and how to manage money. And number 6 is to watch more educational shows. Watch documentaries. My favorite are by the BBC. BBC have the most epic documentaries ever. For my 5-year-old, my favorite show for him is The Magic School Bus. I watched it as a kid growing up. He loves it. It's on Netflix, and it's so amazing. It's a classroom of kids, and they go on these wonderful, wild, crazy science trips where they learn so much by literally getting into the science lesson. I don't know, I can't explain it. Look for Magic School Bus and watch it. The thing is, when you find that blend between entertainment and education, you'd be so surprised how much they'll learn. And even if you're not watching educational shows per se, talk about the shows that you watch on a regular basis. So whether it's a movie, whether it's the news, once it's done, sit down with your child and ask, hey, what did you think of this character? What do you think they could have done to have avoided that situation in the first place? If you were the president, what would you do about the situation? If you were a doctor, what would you do about the situation? Get them talking, get them thinking, and you get to learn them better, and they get to learn you better. And at the end of the day, that is probably one of the best outcomes from homeschooling your kids. And my 7th and final tip is relax, okay? Things are already stressful right now as they are. The last thing you need to be doing is stressing yourself out, stressing your kids out about academics. At the end of the day, academics are not the end-all, be-all of life, okay? Are they important? 100%. Do academics open doors? 100%. But here's the truth. Your child having a great degree at the end of the day, and yet they don't know how to persevere, they're not resourceful, they don't know how to respect people, they're entitled, this degree is not going to do anything for them. They're going to wind up working for the kid who flunked all his tests, but was a people person, knew how to get teams together and get stuff done, even if it was probably the naughty thing they did, but let's gloss over that right now. But do you get the point? The point at the end of the day is, what character are you helping your kids to develop even during these hard times? Are you teaching them to persevere? Are you teaching them to have hope? Are you teaching them to have faith? Are you teaching them to be helpful? Are you teaching them to pray for others? Are you helping them to learn how to manage their emotions, learn how to be responsible? Do you see? It's all about the character in this time. So even if you fail to do anything academic while they're at home, at the very least, do everything you possibly can to help them grow in their character, because that is the most valuable thing that you can get out of this time. So, just to recap, 1, create a schedule. It will save your sanity, okay? 2, spend time with your kids, because that will help them feel secure even during these uncertain times. Number 3, help your kids to catch up on the subjects that they're struggling with. Number 4, make use of online resources. Number 5 is to involve your kids in house chores and in your own work. Number 6, watch more educational shows, and also talk about the shows that are not necessarily educational, just to have that conversation going. And number 7, relax. Relax. This is a season. It will end, and academics are really not all that serious. They really aren't. And as a parent, you probably know this because you've probably gone through school. So yeah, relax. So I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, please like it. If you know someone who could probably use this information, please share it. And just remember that this is a season. It's going to end. It's hard, yes, we cannot deny that, but it will come to an end. So until then, stay safe. Bye.